Hello traders! In today's video, I will show you a long-term strategy with which you can raise large sums. And this is a section where we select quite popular profession or a person. Here we also chose one person who is quite popular in the field of cinema, and I think you know him. This is Robert Downey Jr. I think many people know him from the films Iron Man. This is probably one of his most popular films in his career, if not the most. And his salary is $65 million a year. Per hour, it's about $7.5 thousand. And this is exactly the amount we will be trying to earn today. Take yourself something tasty and enjoy watching, guys. I remind you, this strategy will be long-term, with the help of which you will be able to trade in the long term and not for some short period. As always, we are on TradingView. I also want to advise you to subscribe to my Telegram channel before explaining the strategy. In my Telegram channel, there are also many strategies which I do not shoot on YouTube. Let's just say this is a little motivation for you to move more and more to the Telegram channel, because there are a lot of very good strategies that I don't show anywhere. You can see them purely in the Telegram channel. So I remind that it is free, it's unique Telegram channel. Do not lose the link, it's in the description and also in the header on YouTube channel. And as always, let's start explaining the strategy. At the moment, we will use two indicators, but now I'll explain one indicator. The second one I'll explain on pocket option, where the trading itself will take place. Just because on TradingView it works a little incorrectly and there are some errors there. So the first indicator is parabolic SR. I think many have noticed it is located in the form of points on our chart. Here we have a technical trend indicator that shows with what percentage we will have a reversal. That is, the percentage increases when exactly the point began to come closer to the candles or shadows. To change the indicator, the points must cross themselves. We see they're crossing, and the points should have appeared here. So the crossing happened, and the points began to form the upper position. The minus of this indicator is that it doesn't show small fluctuations. For example, here we have a decrease everywhere, but we have an increase, although here we have a general downward trend. This is also must be taken into account. This is very important, dear traders, but nevertheless, with each approach, the change of a reversal were increasing like this. This is how the parabolic SR works. The second indicator I will explain on pocket option. So let's go there, dear traders. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It also makes me very happy, and I saw that you really like the category that we choose a popular professional person. So write more comments on who we should choose in the next video. And we are moving to the pocket option. Here, dear traders, is where we are, and here the interface is slightly different, but the essence is the same. We see again the indicator called parabolic SR. We see it's also present here in the form of dots. The intersection of the dot appears in another vertical. That is the opposite of top bottom up. I think you understand. The second indicator, which was not shown on TradingView, is the indicator called the marker or the D. Let's show you quickly the parameters of parabolic SR. You can copy the values, all are standard. But right away the parameters of the indicator, the marker, period we have 14, 70, 30 upper and lower borders, and there are colors you can choose as you like. This is also the indicator that shows in which specific areas we are more likely or less likely to occur. When we also consolidation zone, this is precisely a zone where the values of 70, 30. And based on this zone, it's precisely possible to determine with what probability reversals will occur. When we're in the zone, you can also open trades by taking into account the direction of a given trade moving average. We're more likely to see we're reaching a zone, we're experiencing reversal, or we're experiencing overcoming. But sooner or later we have reversals anyway. This is an indicator that even more suitable for long-term strategy and for long-term trading. Today we will have, as always, minute trade for the video. I advise you to even try using this strategy for long-term trade. Then they will help you a lot, as well as these two indicators. But a long-term trader, I don't trade specifically on videos because the video will drag on, and I'll have to make a lot of clippings, and I do everything live to show, so it's real without any clippings, splices and so on. So that's why we will have minute trade. Our balance is $20, guys, as you asked based on your comments. I highlighted the balance at the moment is minimal, because in previous videos we constantly have the balance as if it had already reached plus or minus $350 or $400. For many, this amount turned out to be large, and you started writing a comment that everything is needed to take less and less amount. Now I started with amount of $20, and then we will look. So we set the transaction amount to $20. Here is the time, 1 minute. Time frame on the chart, we also have minute candles. Here we have two indicators. I remind you, that is parabolic SR and the marker. So we conduct trading on ordinary currency pairs. You can also see them in the upper areas of the screen. And at the moment we have 7 currency pairs. But usually this is what happens in our trading session. We have at approximately 7, 8 or 9 currency pairs according to our balance. So let's finally move on to practice, where we will test this strategy. I will show you how it works. I remind you that this strategy is long-term. And also do not forget to subscribe to my Telegram channel, where you can copy all the data of the transaction that will currently take place. Here we have a person who watches my trading session live, and all transactions are immediately published in the Telegram channel. So the link is in the video description and in the profile header. Go there, subscribe, it's all free, and we're moving to the first currency pair with which we will start our trading session. Here we are switched to the first currency pair, guys. Let's open a bullish trade here and move on to the general analysis. At the moment we're experiencing strong growth, but if we track the situation a little earlier, we had a drawdown at this point. We have almost overcome the moving average of 30, but nevertheless this didn't happen, and just this reversal happened. Because when I explain the strategy, sometimes overcoming such reversals happens. Such reversal happened in the volume of candles. We can safely open a bullish position. The parabolic SR indicator has just been replaced. One point has already been formed in the lower position, and the trend has changed globally. So we opened the deal correctly. Let's observe, guys. This deal was excellent, guys. The deal closed with a plus. The profit you could see in the lower left corner. We already have a total of $35, so we also set here $35 exactly. And we immediately move on to the next currency pair. So on the next currency pair, we will open a trade also for an increase and proceed to the general analysis. This trade is quite risky because we also had a strong upward trend. At one point we had a reversal and the upward trend continued. But it continued and began to form less voluminous candles. And there is the risk that there may also be a reversal soon, but still there are already three green candles. And a new candle is being formed in green color, and I still risk opening a bullish position. Parabolic SR confirms my position of an uptrend, and just according to the D marker, we have reached the upper limit. There is a danger in this, but still most likely there will be overcoming, since in the previous situation we had a constant overcoming. Let's just observe the situation. Perfectly, guys. This transaction also closed in a plus. Profit is always displayed in the lower left corner. Our profit balance was $28. Our balance at the moment is $63. And let's immediately set it to $63. So we are slowly starting to increase our balance. This is already the second currency pair. I also always tell you to analyze the previous situation. The basis for this transaction was precisely the previous situation. On D market, we analyzed the fact that the last general moment, what we got, that we constantly went beyond the overbought zone, that is beyond the value of 70 for the green zone. This will also increase the chance of exiting again. Although we are now experiencing a pullback, but if we increased, we slightly were a little closer and perhaps exceeded. Especially at the moment of opening our trade, it's very important. And we immediately move on to the third currency pair. And let's open a trade here on the downside and proceed to the general analysis on the downside. We opened in this way because in our previous situation an area was established, and thus when we overcame it, this support area became an area of resistance, and a new support area was established, and thus what we achieved entered this resistance area and a reversal to this reversal occurred. That's why we opened a downside trade. Then we look at the first indicator, SR. There is also a general decline, and according to the D marker, a similar situation we see. Also, due to the rise, we have had a slight leveling off, so the overall situation is still down. Let's watch this on the chart. This deal is excellent and also closes in a plus. Let's immediately increase the amount of the next transaction by $111. 51 cents are immediately displayed and move on to the fourth currency pair. Now we're already on the fourth currency pair. And let's open a bullish trade here and get started here. To be honest, there is nothing special to explain about Parabolic SR. We have a fresh change in trend, and according to D marker, a similar situation is happening. Growth in the area of resistance. Globally, we have not yet reached it, and we will be moving towards it. This is the main goal. Then the volume of the candles is quite decent. Shadows are mostly absent, which also plays in our hands, especially in comparison with the volume of candles. Here, everything tells us about opening a trade specifically for an increase, but most likely even move towards the global resistance area. Let's say this is the first area, and this is the second area. Let's watch, guys. perfectly. This trade is also closed plus. The profit is $97.01, and our balance by the fourth currency pair is already $2,008.52. It's already pretty decent. From $20 we can increase our balance to $2,000 in just 4 currency pair. I also want to advise again to subscribe to my Telegram channel. I remind you that a trading session is taking place now. It's broadcast to my Telegram channel, and if you were already there, you could just copy trades. So when you subscribe, it's a completely free subscription to the Telegram channel. Be sure to turn on the notification because you may miss the trading session. Of course, there is news about trading and about the beginners, and I can write in an hour or in a day when the trading session will take place, so you will be already prepared for this time. And I also repeat the recent general news in the world of trading. Everything that is important is also in my Telegram channel. It is unique. There is a link to it in the description, so please also do not forget about the YouTube channel, that some of my videos get more likes, comments, and so I remind that you really like the section it's currently taking place, where we choose a person or profession and try to earn the amount of his or her salary on a certain period of time, and also write who you would like to see in the video. This is a comment also promote the video, and I will be happy. And in the meantime, we increase the amount of our next transaction to size of $2,008.02, and we immediately move on to the next currency pair. Here we are on the next currency pair, and let's open a trade here for a fall and proceed to general analysis. The first thing we have here is consolidation, where the price tag is kept plus or minus in the one position. Our general position is downward. The trend also confirms this. Let's get rid of the parabolic indicator. And the last candles we had were green, but we see the shadows of one especially stands out from above, which means there will be a more likely. And according to the D marker, we have the same thing. We had a rise like this, and we reached the red zone but have not overcome, and reversal has occurred. So there are signals by which we opened a bearish trade. Let's now watch this. Perfectly, guys. This trade is also closing in positive territory, and we will immediately increase the amount of the next trade to the size of $377.42 and move on to the next currency pair. And we open a downside trade on the next currency pair and proceed to the general analysis. Here our situation is ambiguous, since large shadows from both in the upper and lower positions, which is always the most inconvenient. But nevertheless, we look at the indicator, the marker, and by it we are in a general downtrend and we are stably in consolidation. It's not necessary to look at the marker when it reaches the overbought zone, or when it is sold, that is green or red. You can do it when we are in zone 30, 70, also a consolidation. So guys, open in the direction here. Besides, the candles opened at a fairly high point in a parabolic way, and of course due to the growth of the overall upward trend, but we are approaching a changing trend. Let's watch. Great! This deal is also closed in a plus, guys. We will immediately increase the amount of the next transaction to the size of $664.26. Our small record will be hit in today's trading session, And we move on to the last currency pair, most likely is the last one, in which we will try to overcome $1,000 because profit is 76%, is about $500, and the profit will be greater. Let's move on to the next currency pair. We have moved to the next currency pair, and let's open a downward trade and proceed to general analysis. The total drawdown is currently happening on our chart. However, a small reversal has occurred, but this reversal is quite insignificant, and we can open a position specifically for a downward trend, which is what we did. By parabolic SR is also quite strongly distances to these points. So the distance to a change in the general trend is quite far, and our general trend is downward. By D marker, there was a slight reversal in terms of this rollback, but nevertheless, our general position is in a downward trend. Let's watch. Very well, this transaction is also closing in positive territory. Let's finish our trading session on this currency pair, dear traders, and let's start summing up the results because we have already greatly increased our balance. And we have already the area of our trading, although small, is still, it can be a risk. So let's sum up. $20 was our initial amount, and we increased it from $20 to a value of $1,048. And also I remind you about my Telegram channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and the Telegram channel, all the data of the trading session are published. That is, you can copy them. I open a transaction and publish it immediately. In the Telegram channel, you immediately open a similar one and fixed it. So to speak, profit here, and also in the Telegram channel there is general news about trading. It's also very useful for you, and private information is also published, and there are different strategies that I do not film either on YouTube, for example, or anywhere else. About the YouTube channel, of course, also, please guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, write comments. Here are the links in the profile header and in the description of this video, of course. I want to thank everyone for watching, guys. I wish you a successful trading. Bye everyone. Thank you so much, guys.